Nick Denis, a wrestler, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu stylist and karateka, holds a purple belt in BJJ, a black belt in my favourite karate style, Kyokushin, the hardest style of karate, of course developed by the late Sosai Masoyama, a man who was famous for fighting bulls back in the day. He would beat them with one strike to the forehead, drop a live bull, and then shear their horns off with a shuto, a knife hand strike. First round, Michael Chabello, Frank Trigg, Hans Thompson with you. Early takedown attempt there from Yuji Hoshino. Goes inside the guard of Denis. Busy start here from both men. You feel Denis would have wanted to keep this one on his feet a little longer, given that he's had 8 knockouts in his 9 wins, and that very good karate background.
He seemed to have the better positioning when they started, and then immediately went in and tied up and got caught in the head throw. Hopefully it's just a bad position for him. He'll come back out of it.
Closes the guard. Doesn't want to give up those arms that he's got locked up so far of Yuji Hoshino. Hoshino, who brings in a 31% submission ratio.
He's kind of caught too right now, Denis is, because he has his legs high. He has a high guard. His legs are closed. He's got both arms cut up. But he was being pressed against the ring post. He's got nowhere to go. He's got to get some space in here. He's got to push off.
Ooh, Denis went for an up kick to the jawline, almost connected to him. Back onto their feet. Gut munching knee from Hoshino. Denis rips into the midsection. Body shots in boxing, they call them money in the bank. He's trying to cash in here. Here's Denis, corking knee to the outside left thigh, then goes to the inside thigh, just looking to compress that femoral artery. Cracks away to the waistline, turning the knuckles in nicely, then goes back to the midsection. Hoshino's got to do something here. Those shots are hard of Nick Denis. Referee calls break, moves them back to the centre of the ring. Well, we see some of the karate technique here from Nick Denis, perhaps. Probing, throws the right hand down the tube. Left hook got under it nicely, did Hoshino. Denis goes back to the body again, just ripping up that midsection, battering to the carcass.
The longer this fight goes, the more of those body blows are going to count, man. It wears a guy down late in the rounds. It makes it hard for him to move his feet, move his legs.
See the trajectory on that knee and then to the other thigh. Denis switching it up here in centre ring. Corking up the right thigh on that occasion and goes back to the body like he's digging for oil. I like the striking from Nick Denis. And already that left side of the body just reddened up like it's been barbecued of Yuji Hoshino.
Denis is doing a good job changing his strikes from knees to hands, body to head. I mean, he's really doing great work in here, staying busy.
And referee calls break again. Hoshino circles off, staying out of the range of that right hand of Denis. Slings to the outside lead leg. Good leg kick just above the left knee. Denis moves forward, wants to throw the right hand. Counter uppercut from Hoshino, then fires the left hook. Shoots in for a single leg, locks it on. Can he get Denis down here, Yuji Hoshino? Denis taking every opportunity he can to rip into the midsection. And he's going to try and lock up the shoulder now of Hoshino. Nick Denis off his back, Frank.
Smart move by Nick Denis. Immediately went to submission on his way down. Knew he was getting taken down. Oh, good switch. Looking for that heel hook again. And that's a weird position to do against a guy like Nick Denis who's got good leg kicks. You don't want to try and go on an ankle lock on him. He'll immediately slip out of it and change positions again.
Inside the guard here, Hoshino. Nick Denis closes the guard, gets a little shoulder thrust to the jawline. Sneaky tactic there from Yuji Hoshino. But Denis, the king of the cage, bantamweight title holder, looking very relaxed at the moment, setting up another omoplata attempt.
And this time it's on the other side, which is rare. Most guys only have it to one side. He switched from left side to right side, and he's almost got it in. If you can get that foot behind his knee, he's got it locked up. He's got that arm locked up with he's got his right arm underneath. He's got the arm locked up nice and tight.
Beautiful hammer fist strikes too. Just being busy, softening up Hoshino. He's got that omoplata nice and tight, has Nick Denis. And when Hoshino gets out of there, back to his feet, the Japanese fighter. Wades in with a big right hand, going for the jawline, back inside the closed guard. Such a busy contest. I haven't even looked at the clock. We've got 35 seconds remaining here in the first. Been the best round of action we've seen so far tonight at SRC 12. Trying to pass. Looking to go to side control, not working for him though. Yuji Hoshino. Looking to posture up, but Denis has got that left arm all tied up with nowhere to go. Puts a foot on the hips here, does Nick Denis. You hear the corner just giving the time to Nick Denis, saying relax. Round's almost over as Denis throws the leg up, looking for one final submission attempt. What a fantastic opening stanza here, Frank.
Denis ended up in a triangle lock because he stayed busy the whole time. He was always peppering on the feet, on the ground, in the middle, and it forced Hoshino to have to really look at where am I getting hit. I need to change my body to this position to keep from getting hit. Let me move my arm out of the way. So I think he's going for another omoplata, and all of a sudden, boom, triangle comes up. If there was another 30, 45 seconds left in the round, he might have had it. Not he would have got it, but he might have had it in there nice and tight. Good work in here by Denis. You know, just banging those knees out. Net makes a lot of work. Now we're getting to the second round. We're going to see, you know, these guys will start slowing down a little bit, especially if you got body blow and leg kick.
A little bit of reddening around the right eye here of Nick Denis as he just relaxes in the corner. A little bit of that deep set breathing they do in traditional karate. There's Mr. Tanakawa, the CEO, the chairman of K1 and Dream, is sitting here ringside. Interesting. What is in the works for maybe later this year? Will we see another SRC versus Dream promotion as we did at Dynamite on New Year's Eve in front of 45,000 fans at the Saitama Super Arena? The traditional karate breathing that you saw Denis doing is called ibuki breathing. In karate, you breathe from the diaphragm, center your whole body. Let's see what Yuji Hoshino can do after being pretty well owned in the first round. Denis maybe setting that right hand.
Watch Denis does a good job of leaving that left hand out there to force you to go to his right so that he can hit you with that right hand. He's setting up the whole time, gets that spot in, and missed the uppercut there. But
and again, just ripping into the body, staying busy, trying to fold him in half like origami with those body shots. Puts a knee guard on, does Hoshino. Tries to turn it into a... You can hear the corner of Nick Denis saying keep his back pressed up there, work the strikes. Nicely done, going for a guillotine attempt here. Hoshino on his back, Denis inside the guard. Oh, and Denis is tapped! Wow! How about that from Yuji Hoshino? I did not see that coming, Frank.
Wow, I thought Denis was out. His head was sliding out a little bit further and further. He's had the position. He was looking like he was getting popped out of there, and all of a sudden he tapped. I thought he was out of the way. I was listening to his corner. His corner thought that he was almost out of it. He gets caught.
Nick Denis seemed to be in control, and just in a turn of a second, Hoshino slaps on a guillotine, closes his guard, drops onto his back, squeezes tightly, and Nick Denis taps out in the second round.
You know, and Nick Denis's corner told him, keep his back against the ring post. You won't be able to set it up.